We've talked about having these crazy sales this time of year, and this next item is one of those, prefacing the fact that I can't remember the last time, and when you see the price, you'll understand why I made that comment. The last time we had a deal at face value. Let's just spend a minute on that because it's not meant to be deceiving, or these are official U.S. Mint presidential dollars. Legal tender $1 pieces. And the deal is 20 for $20. That is the deal. And why this deal can be as such, let's just take a step back. Remember the state quarter program came out in 1999, lasted to 2009. The national parks took off in 2010, all the way through. Well, one of the most popular, if not the most popular, of the state quarter products was the 24 karat layered state quarters. And as a result, when the presidential dollar program began in 2007, one of our vendor partners asked the question, hey, can this be done as well? And the answer is, of course it can. It'll golden up the coins across the board, and we'll be happy to work with you on this project. We reached out, and we're just doing some miscellaneous stuff, and they kind of said, hey, I got X quantity of coins left over from these projects. It's 30 of this, 10 of this, 50 of that, but it's not a consistent, complete 40 coin set. Would you be interested in the coins? And then it came down to just dollars and cents. And in the vein of inventory swapping and so forth, we can put a deal out here tonight where I am happy to sell you legal tender coins at face value. It sounds funny, I know, but it's the real deal. Now, the other part of this is, as you can tell, the golden dollars, once they're layered in 24 karat, have a pop to them. And a couple of them look a little bit dull, and I think it's just the angle of the coin, because they just look even brighter than the normal golden dollar that we've seen since the Sacagawea was introduced in the year 2000. It's such a popular blank that we have the Sacagawea program, now Native American dollars. It is still in existence today. We then introduced the presidential dollars, and that was 07, right, through 16, and then George Bush 1 was added as the 40th coin in 2020. And then we have the innovation dollars that were introduced in late 2018, and that program is 2019 to the present. That is all on the blank, the golden dollar, the Sacagawea blank. And the idea was to make this a circulating issue because it's way cheaper to make coin and keep it in service for a half a century than it is to remake paper every year on the year for part of commerce. So again, that's the kind of the story of the golden dollar and what we got. Let's talk about the presidential series. So for the first time in U.S. history, we have a series dedicated, a legal tender series dedicated to the presidents. Prior to that, we had what? Cent, Lincoln, nickel, Jefferson, dime, Roosevelt, quarter, Washington, and the Kennedy in 64 for the half dollar, and then the Eisenhower in 71. So there have only been 6 presidents on legal tender coins for circulation. That all changed when this program was introduced. Now, prior to that, the U.S. Mint has made medallions, copper medallions, and because of how popular this program was, they currently have a silver, 1 ounce silver, the Silver Eagle blank medallion program with the busts of the president. But this is the only legal tender dollar. Now, something else about this topic is very simply put, the first couple of years, remember? 07 and 08, and the news was crazy. What was the news? We have a godless dollar. We have a smooth edge dollar. Because the mint, and I understand the creativity, had a 3-collar strike. The front and the back, and again, the Statue of Liberty is the common reverse for all of them right there. But the front was the president. We'll know what that is, but on the edge of the coin, we will have the year, in this case 2007, and then the motto, "In God We Trust," which is on all of our legal tender coins. What happened? A couple of the collars broke. They forgot to use the collar. There's a calamity of errors made. But over the first 2 years of this program, the U.S. Mint could not get out of the news because they were making godless dollars, smooth edge dollars. And it was a lot of fun to collect them because trying to find them was part of the deal too, right? Well, in 2009, we changed that. And what did we do? We put the motto, "In God We Trust," right there from about 6 o'clock at the bottom up to like 9 o'clock, swinging left. They added the motto there. The date is still on the edge. Kind of just a simple placation of making this happen. So that is why you'll see that in a couple of different places as the program goes forward. Yes, good question. What if I buy more than 20? Well, I get the same 20. I can't, as I referenced, there are 40 coins made, right? 40 presidents between 07 and then the last one, George Bush, 2020. So there are 40 presidents. There are P's and D's of those presidents. But I do know that there were a number of them that were either zero or very, very low. So that's why we put out 20 for 20 versus 30 for 30 kind of a situation. It is face value. These are official U.S. coins. They are actually layered in 24 karat gold, which is one of the most popular forms of this collectible coin when it was released. It's still very popular today. If you look at my competitors' websites, they have regular uncirculated coins in that realm of $4, $5, $6 a coin, and the gold-plated ones, gold-layered ones, are $7 to $9 each. Guys, we got to put a 30-second clock up. Lots of activity on the phones. Thank you so much. Kind of obvious. When's the last time, again, face value for the item tonight? avccoins.com. We're about a 30-second hold pattern. In that, again, trust me, we're going to do our best to get you as many different presidents as possible. If you buy more than one, you might get a Ronald Reagan P and a Ronald Reagan D in the rotation of products based upon the quantity you're working with us on. We only have a limited number of these available, so this is probably going to be the only time. And maybe, so it's the first, the only, and the last, all in one conversation of golden dollars at face value. Join us. This one was fun.